Hi everybody, my name is Mike Zamperini. I'm a former Coast Guard officer who a couple of years ago transitioned to work in higher education at a university. And in doing so, I was very interested in how my understanding of leadership from the military and my experience with leadership, how that translated to colleges and universities, and particularly how they are run, and particularly how they are run at the board of directors level. So I read 2 books on what are board of directors and what do they do, and I wanted to share some of my findings with you. This is my shadow box from my retirement from the Coast Guard, and at the top there's a plaque showing the places I was assigned in my 26 years of service in the Coast Guard. So what is a board of directors? The board of directors sets the mission of the university, which determines what makes a particular college or university unique. It sets overall policies for the university, and perhaps most importantly, it hires, monitors, and if necessary, fires the president of the university to make sure that everything is running appropriately and smoothly. So the first book that I read about boards of directors was by Mitchell and King, written in 2018, How to Run a College. I'll have a reference list at the end of this video. Mitchell and King wrote that the greatest challenge facing American higher education today is how to professionalize governance. They wrote that boards often do not understand their role is to keep noses in, fingers out. That's a great expression that I love, talking about at what level the board of directors should operate, i.e. they should be close enough with the sense of smell to sense what's going on at a university and monitor, but far enough away that they're not reaching in and meddling with their hands. So this is kind of like at the strategic level of leadership from military parlance. Lastly, Mitchell and King talked about there's a problem with the size of many boards of directors, that many schools have boards of 40 or more members of the board of directors, and that's just simply way too big. You know, how in the world could you have a substantive argument, discussion about a very difficult topic of how this university is going to survive, making hard decisions with that much of a group, that large of a group of people? Really needs to be much more smaller, much more focused. The second book that I read was written by Scott in 2018, and it's How University Boards Work by the Johns Hopkins Press. Scott writes that ultimately the university board holds an institution in trust. Its role is to protect the university of the future from the actions of the present. So that's a very important statement, that the president, the staff, faculty, students might be thinking about today, may be thinking about this week, might be thinking about this semester, but the board of directors needs to be looking ahead 5, 10, 20 years, making sure that the decisions that are made today are setting the university up to survive and thrive in the future. Scott also writes that about the essence of the university, that a university is more than information. It's not just a library or a museum. It's more than a belief. It's not just a church. It's more than an emotion. It's more than a club. A university is all of these and more. So it's really important then that the members of the board of directors, whether they come from business or some other background, appreciate and embrace these various aspects of the essence of the university. I hope you enjoyed this quick video about boards of directors at the college and university level. Hope maybe you learned a few things. I hope you maybe whetted your appetite and gives you a couple of books if you want to read and learn more. And thank you for tuning in.